welcome back to my channel. I'm Melissa, and today we're going to be stretching out your legs. So if you just did a bunch of leg workouts or went on a run or did my leg and core activator video, this one is perfect for you, or if your legs are just feeling tight. You will need a strap of some sort, so grab a scarf, grab a yoga strap, a belt, a curved body belt, a long sleeve t-shirt, anything like that will work. And we'll get started on your backs. Just have your strap handy next to you. We won't need it right away. We're going to slowly roll back onto our flat back. And bring your knees together. Your bottoms of your feet will come together as you drop your knees out towards either side of your mat. Bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. I invite you to close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. Release any tension that resides in between your forehead, your jaw. Feeling your hands rise as you inhale and exhale. Deepening the breath here. Feeling a nice gentle opening on your thighs, your hips. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Letting your shoulders melt into the mat. One more breath right here. Let's bring our knees up towards the sky, bringing our feet flat on the mat. And we'll start to walk your feet out about as wide as your mat. If you're not on a mat, that just means a little wider than hips distance. Bring your knees nice and close together, touching, dropping down towards the center. And you may already start to feel a nice stretch on the outsides of your legs. If not, you can scoot those feet out a little bit more, coming off of the edges of your mat, rolling onto the inside edges of your feet. Letting your knees fall together, feeling a nice stretch on the outsides of your legs. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Beautiful. Let's walk our feet back in so that they're in line with the outside edges of our mat. Return our knees up towards the sky. Inhale here. As you exhale, slowly drop our knees over to the right. Inhaling them up and over to the left. Back over to the right. And over to the left. Windshield wiping the legs. The next time they're over to the right, we'll stay there. You can stay here just with your knees dropping over to the right. Or you can place the right ankle on top of your left knee, drawing it down a little bit more. You can even bring your arms out to a T if you'd like, palms flat on the ground. Your gaze can be back and over the left shoulder. Sneaking a little twist. Deep breath in. Long breath out. We'll release the right foot back down towards the floor. Turn the knees up towards the sky and over to the left. And you can place your left ankle on top of your right knee, gazing over the right shoulder. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Breathe it in. Exhale that left foot back towards the floor. Inhale the knees up towards the sky. Awesome. Now you can grab a hold of your strap. Grab one end with either hand. Straighten the left leg out towards the floor. And we're going to hook the strap on the bottom of your right foot. Flexing the right foot, and then we'll straighten the leg as best you can. Pointing the heel up towards the sky. Flexing the toes towards the face. Now try and relax your shoulders down towards the ground as well. You have a tendency to want to round them up here towards the ears. Try and melt them towards your mat. You can even bring your forearm or your backs of your arms down towards the ground as well. Try and use as little effort as possible here. You're just gently drawing the leg and those toes closer to the face. They may be down here. Your toes may be way over here. Everybody's level of flexibility is gonna look different. Deep breathing here into the back of the leg. Be here for a few breaths. Deep inhale. Long exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to bring our right hand up a bit. So just our right hand is holding both ends of our strap, our makeshift strap. And then we'll start to slowly draw our right leg out towards the right, keeping it as straight as you can. Again, the level of flexibility will vary here. Start to feel a nice opening on the inside of your right leg. We're still flexing the right foot. And try and press your left hip down into the ground. It will want to come up, but we're going to do our best to press it into the ground. If this is too much on that straight left leg, maybe you have some tight psoas issues, it's feeling it tight on the top of the hip, you can go ahead and bend that left knee, placing your left foot down on the floor. So find which variation works best for you and breathe here. Again, release the tension that may be residing in your forehead, your shoulders. Just checking yourself. Great big inhale. Long exhale. Wonderful. Let's inhale, bringing that right foot back up towards the sky. We're going to switch hands, bringing our right arm out to a T, palm flat on the ground, and we'll draw our right leg over our body, over to the left. You can roll onto the left hip, letting your right leg fall down towards the floor. You can even gaze back over the right shoulder. You should feel this stretch on the outside of your leg now. Deep inhale. Long exhale. One more breath right here. We'll inhale the right leg up towards the sky, rolling onto back both of our hips, taking care not to squish a doggy. And then we're gonna bend this right knee, pulling it towards our right armpit, drawing that knee down closer to the floor. Our foot is flexed still towards the ceiling. The right heel is reaching up towards the sky. In this sort of half happy baby pose. Juicing out the hips. Still breathing deeply here. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Wonderful. If your left knee is not bent yet, let's bend it now, placing the left foot on the floor. You can release the strap from the right foot, and we're going to place our right ankle on top of our left thigh, just below that left knee. Still flexing the right foot, either staying here, pressing that knee away, or interlacing your fingers behind your left thigh and slowly drawing the left knee in closer to the chest. Breathing here. Press the right knee away from you. Feel it opening on the left side, or the outside of your right hip, into your right glute. Maybe you even feel it in your right thigh. Deep inhale. Long exhale. One more right there. Exhale, release the left foot down towards the floor, followed by the right. We'll extend that right leg, and we'll do all of that on the other side. So we're going to hook the strap on the bottom of the left foot. I like to put it on the ball of my foot, and then start to straighten the left leg towards the sky. Heel reaching up towards the ceiling, toes reaching towards the face. Try and relax your shoulders. Release the tension in your face. Maybe even bring the backs of the arms down towards the floor. Maybe you notice the different levels of flexibility just in either of your legs. Maybe you're a lot more flexible in this side. Maybe you're a little bit less. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Just something to notice. Great big inhale. Long exhale. Beautiful. Now let's bring both ends of the strap into our left hand. Really press your right hip down into the floor as you lower the left leg out to the left side. If you're short on space like me, this becomes a little difficult. Deep breathing here though. Again, bending that right knee towards the ceiling if you feel like you're having a little too much intensity in your right psoas and the top of your right hip. Release the tension from your third eye, in between those eyebrows. Maybe wiggle out the jaw. Anywhere that you know you tend to hold tension. One more deep breath in. Long breath out. And then we'll inhale, bringing the left leg back up towards the sky, switching hands. And then we'll roll onto the right hip, crossing the left leg over the right side of the body. Maybe the left foot comes down towards the floor. Maybe bringing it up the left arm to a T, gazing over the left shoulder. Deep inhale. Long exhale. 2 more just like that. Awesome. Let's inhale the left leg back up towards the sky. Whoa. Grab a hold of the strap again with your left hand. We'll bend the left knee, drawing the left knee out towards the ground, towards your left elbow. Stacking your left ankle on top of the left knee, flexing the left foot. Deep inhale here. Long exhale. You can release the strap from the foot, bend the right knee, placing the right foot flat on the floor if it's not there already. We'll place the left ankle on top of the right knee, relaxing the left knee away from you. Maybe interlacing the hands behind the right thigh and drawing the left knee in, or the right knee in close, pressing the left knee away. Two more deep breaths here. Awesome. Let's release the right foot down towards the floor, followed by the left. We'll hug both knees into our chest. Maybe rocking from side to side, massaging the back. Juicing out the hips. All right, now we're gonna roll back and forth on our spines until you come all the way up. And then you come onto your knees, uncrossing your ankles behind you. We're gonna do a little bit of a toe stretch and calf stretch here. So tuck your toes and we'll sit back on our heels. Maybe move that pinky, it's kind of like a little kickstand out. We'll just breathe here. Maybe closing your eyes, focusing on your breath. Usually I do a little distraction here, but today let's just try to focus on your breath, using your breath as a distraction. Reaching the crown of the head up towards the sky. Pointing the tailbone down towards the floor. Deep inhale. Long exhale. And be here for a few breaths. You've got this. One more deep breath in. Exhale, you can place your palms out in front of you. We'll tap out the toes on the mat. Roll out the ankles, wiggle out the toes. Ooh, that one's really intense. So good job, guys. All right, so your palms are flat on the mat underneath your shoulders, and your knees are underneath your wrists for a moment. From here, we're going to take your left or your right foot back. You're on your toes once more. And let's just wiggle back and forth. Gently stretching out the calf here. So we're rocking back and forth on those right toes. Awesome. Let's switch sides. So we'll send the left foot to the back of the mat, toes tucked, and then we'll gently rock back and forth. Hopper brought me his little torn up hedgehog. Alright, let's bring the left knee into the chest so that we can step it through to the top of the mat in between our hands. We're going to wiggle that right knee back so that it's at a nice diagonal. Make sure your left knee is on top of the right ankle. When you've got all of that going on, you can feel free to sway from side to side very gently, dropping the right hip down towards the floor, feeling a beautiful opening on the top of your right thigh. Alright, from here we're going to walk our hands back a step or two, shifting our hips over the right knee, straightening the left leg and flexing those left toes towards the face. We're going to tilt the tailbone up towards the ceiling, drawing the chest down towards the thigh, really lighting up the back of the left leg. If you have blocks, it's a great place for blocks. You can set them up right here, bring the ground a little bit closer to you. Nice big inhale. Long exhale. We're going to bring our right hand over our left leg, over to meet the left. And we're going to walk them back just a little bit, drawing our chest over the left leg, gazing over the left side of our mat. Just start to feel that stretch on the outside of your left leg now. Really flex the left foot. Deep inhale. Long exhale. And let's bring our right hand to frame the left leg. We'll bend the left knee, planting the left foot. You can place the right arm or right hand flat down next to the inside of the left foot. Make sure you have your strap handy though. And we're going to inhale the left arm high, and then we'll drop it back towards the back of the mat. And we'll kick the right foot up towards our hand. So maybe you can grab a hold of it with your hand, or if you want a gentler stretch, or if you just can't quite reach that foot, you use your strap to make a little hook. Hook it around that leg and start to draw that foot a little bit closer. Drop the right hip bone a little closer to the floor, gazing back over the left shoulder. Breathing into this quad stretch. Deep inhale. Exhale, release the foot down towards the floor. We'll inhale the left arm high. Exhale, we'll drop it down to frame the left foot. So plant those palms down next to the foot. We'll tuck the right toes, lift the right knee up off the ground. We're going to step the right foot up about halfway up the mat, straightening both legs. And then we'll fall forward over the front leg, drawing your chest towards your thigh. Pull your left hip back a bit so that it stays in line with your right hip. It has a tendency to want to stick out towards the left, so draw it back. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Awesome. Let's take your left hand over to meet the right. We're going to walk it over to the right side of the mat, turning all of our toes to the right side of the mat this time. And then we'll turn them in just a little bit more, so they're more like pigeon toe, they call it. We'll fall forward in a wide leg forward fold. Deep inhale. Long exhale. All right, we're gonna walk both of our hands over to our right ankle. If you can't quite reach your right ankle, grab that strap again, slip it under the ball of your left foot. Then you can use it to draw your chest towards your thigh. Even if you can reach your ankle, this could be a great option. You can let your head hang heavy down towards the floor. And everybody take your right shoulder and draw it down towards the floor as well. So if it's up, you're not going to get as great of a stretch. If you draw it down, that'll bring your belly a little bit closer to the thigh and really light up again the outside of the left leg. Deep inhale. Long exhale. One more deep breath in. Long breath out. You can release that strap. We're going to turn our left toes towards the top right corner of the mat. Bend that left knee, coming up onto the right heel, turning the right toes up towards the sky. So you're in that sort of ninja side lunge pose. Now from here, you may have a flat foot, you may be up on your toes like me. Different levels of flexibility in your calf. From here, you can stay here, enjoying this stretch with your fingers on the ground. Or if you like, you can practice a little balance too. Slowly start to bring your hands to your heart. Choosing a point of focus somewhere on the floor, on the wall. Something that's not moving. Deep inhale. Long exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale, bringing your hands down towards the floor if you have them up. We'll straighten the left leg, coming back into the forward fold, turning your toes back in. Falling forward here. Awesome. Now let's bring both of our hands over to our right ankle this time. Again, if you can't quite reach that, grab that strap. Hook it under your right foot. And then draw your chest down towards your thigh. Drop the left shoulder down towards the floor. And you can let your head hang heavy. Shift your hips a tiny bit more over to the left, keeping them square. Deep inhale. Long exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release our hands from the strap. We'll turn our right toes to the back right corner of the mat. Bend the right knee, coming up onto the left heel, flexing the left toes. Again, fingertips on the mat, or you can come into that balancing pose. Bringing your hands to heart center. Reaching the crown of the head towards the sky. Maybe giving a little smile. Choosing a point to focus on and remembering to breathe. Two more breaths. Deep inhale. Exhale, release the fingers down towards the floor. We're going to frame the right knee, turning all of our toes to the back of the mat. So you're pivoting onto the ball of your left foot now. Then we'll drop the left knee and untuck the left toes. So you're in that low lunge. Now on the other side, facing the back of your mat. So your right knee is on top of the right ankle, back knee is far enough back so you start to feel a nice opening in the front of your left hip. Rocking from side to side. Deep inhale. Long, long exhale. Awesome. Let's shift our hips over the left knee, straightening the right leg, flexing the right toes towards the face. Tilt the tailbone up towards the sky. Reach the heart forward, dropping the belly towards the thigh. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Let's bring our left hand to the other side of our right leg. Walking our hands back, gazing over towards our hands. Breathing now into the outside of the right leg. Deep inhale, long exhale. We'll bring our left hand to frame our right foot. We'll bend the left or the right knee, flattening the right foot to the floor. Let's place your left hand on the inside of the right foot, nice and flat. And have that strap handy once more. We'll reach the right arm high, dropping it back behind us. Then kicking the left foot up towards our hands, maybe grabbing a hold of it, or maybe using the strap. Make the little hook. You can draw your foot in a little bit closer. Sinking the left hand or the left hip down towards the floor. Gazing back over the right shoulder. Deep inhale, long exhale. Press the ground away so that you're not dumping into that shoulder. You want to create as much space in between your shoulder and your ear as possible. Deep breath in. Exhale, release the foot down towards the floor. Inhale, the right arm high. Exhale, we'll frame the right foot. Let's tuck the left toes, lift the left knee up off the ground. We'll step that left foot up halfway. So left toes are pointed towards the back right corner of your mat. And then we'll shift that right hip back so our hips are in line, falling forward over the straight leg. You can let your head hang heavy here. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Beautiful. From here, we'll take a little bend in that right knee, bringing the left foot up to meet the right. We'll take a big bend in those knees, sitting back down on the floor. Let's bring the bottoms of our feet together, dropping the outsides of our knees down towards the floor. Sneak in a little Baddha Konasana again, this time where we began. Scooting those heels in as close as comfortable. Inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale, we'll lower our chest down towards our feet. Maybe you can use your elbows to encourage the knees out a little bit more. Deep inhale. Long exhale. One more deep breath in. Long breath out. We'll inhale, slowly bringing ourselves up, Bringing your hands to the outsides of your knees, slowly closing them like a book. We'll cross our ankles, coming into easy seated pose. We'll inhale our arms out and all the way up, palms to touch at the top. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide us in our practice today. Namaste. Thank you guys. I hope that this helped loosen up those legs and that you have a wonderful rest of your week. I make videos every Monday. So be sure to click subscribe and turn on those notifications so that you can check all of them out. Alright guys, see you next time. Bye.